Mic check. Testing, testing. Mic check and good morning. Mic check, testing, and good morning. S. Jackie, welcome in. Big Ron, Foster, GC, Oliver. King Thomas, hello, hello. G family. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, we are going to see this same formation. This is SPY. We're on the 5-minute time frame. We are going to see this same formation all over the place today. And so the way that we approach everything is going to be very similar because it's all moving very similar. You have a rally up yesterday followed by a pre-market pullback. And so the big question here is, does this pre-market pullback, does this rally from yesterday give us the continuation today? That's going to be the big question. Do we get a follow-through from that rally? Naturally, you would think so, right? Because the ebb and flow of the market, you've got the move up, then you got the pullback, then you got the continuation. That's the way things are supposed to work. But a lot of times, just in my experience, this doesn't have to happen. A lot of times when you get a big move like this, a pullback almost immediately is warranted. It's something that you can almost bank on that to happen because stocks rarely do they move in a very linear fashion and just stay up, 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 up. So typically you do get an initial run followed by the pullback, but I don't know what's happening there. But that's why I went short yesterday. You see that blue arrow? That's why I took that short entry yesterday for an overnight put position because I figured a pullback was coming. With the run being so great yesterday, I mean, that was massive, right? Big, huge move. I don't know that I've ever really seen a move that big. I don't know that I have. I'd have to go back and look. But this is probably up there with, like, I would say top 5 biggest moves that I've probably ever seen. Does this here have enough strength? Are the buyers still here to continue to push this? Or is this just something that gives us an inside day? So we are looking for the continuation. We are looking for the break of yesterday's previous day's close. We are looking for the red to green move. We are looking for the breakout topside. I just don't know how likely it is to give us that. You said it was the second largest in history. Yeah. I'd have to go. I trust you. Trust but verify. I'd have to go fact check that, but I believe it. I mean, this was a massive move. Massive, massive, massive. Usually, if you see a move like this, it's down. You rarely see a move up like that. I mean, this is just absolutely crazy. My best guess, if I had to just guess at what things are going to do today, if we don't pull all the way back or retrace more, my best guess is that we have an inside day. I just feel like after a move like that, buyers... I mean, you have to build support. You've got to build a base before the next leg, right? I mean, and I could totally be wrong. But my best guess would be that we have an inside day. So we're up so much that I don't necessarily want to be aggressive going short, but I don't want to be so aggressive going long either. But I don't want to rule out anything because yesterday's move was absolutely wild. Like Dingo said, second largest in history. This is something that, you know, most of us have probably never seen anything like this before. And I talk about even at my level, even at your level, anybody's level, as a student of the market, you always and forever are learning. This rings true for everybody. I mean, people that have even been trading 70 years, 50 years, so, you know, whatever. They have not seen a market like how we saw during the COVID timeframe or during the meme stock timeframe. That was a brand new market to everybody. This here, breaking records also could be a brand new market to everybody. So I feel like we're all learning how to adjust to this at the same time. We'll use our best analysis, our best technical analysis to go off of here. But I mean, it's just so crazy. This is absolutely wild. The market's not necessarily moving off of technical analysis right now. It's moving off of other factors. So I don't know how accurate our TA is going to be or how much the stocks are going to react to it. So just keep that in mind going into today. All right, SPY, 5-minute time frame. Here's what we got. It makes sense to go short under 525. Naturally, after such a large pullback, such a large run, you would expect to see a larger pullback. But you do have an intraday pullback yesterday here around 525. If I zoom out, you've got previous resistance there at 525. You've got previous resistance there at 525, and you got previous resistance there at 525. So the past three, every day this week, 525 has been hit. It's been acting as a point of resistance. Therefore, my thinking is on a pullback, if we do get a further dip, which could very well happen, if we do get a further dip, 525, I think, needs to hold as a point of support because under 525, it looks like there's some free fall room here to correct, maybe even down to like 510, 505. I'm not saying that would be a total reversal, but old resistance should be new support if this is to continue up. So short under 525 makes sense to me. Otherwise, the long level's got to be up here. I don't know why this is displaying my previous day's closing price at 548 when it should be here at 543, right? Why is this doing that? Is that green line should be the previous day's closing price, but it's saying it's up here. Interesting. Okay. So there's a couple of ways we can run this. Number one, on SPY above 548 is a gap up to about 555. So one way we can run this is just look for a true break of your after hours highs and your high of day from yesterday, long at 548 for the gap fill up to the top side. The issue with that is that when you have a break of the downtrend trend line, you essentially have confirmation that this is moving up the moment that you stop getting these lower highs and the moment that you start getting the higher highs. You said on TradeView it shows the same. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird. Also, your previous day's closing price is actually at 543, right? I'm zoomed in on this. I'm right. And yeah. So I don't know why that's displaying way up there. I don't know what's going on with that. That's very interesting to me. So here's the other thing, right? You have confirmation that you're getting higher highs and a red to green move on the reclaim of the PDC, the true PDC at 543. So there's two ways we can run this. Let me just screenshot and we'll talk about it. First way we can run this is long on the break of the downtrend trend line here, on the higher high, on the break of the previous day's closing price, which means we would be going long right here. The concern is if we go long here, what happens if this runs to that gap area and then rejects? We have to consider, is this amount of profit margin here, is that enough for us to take the trade? Is it enough? If not, then we need to be conservative and just go long at 548. I feel like today is not a day to be aggressive. I may change my mind after seeing opening price action. We'll be trading live, so I can walk you through that. I'm going to leave a line at 543, just to let me know. Your broker says 548.62 as well, right? Yeah, so does mine. Why is this not displaying correctly? Is that the actual previous day's closing price, or did somebody put in the data wrong, or what? Let me look on somebody look on something else. I'm going to look on Robinhood. I don't know why that would display that. like that. And when unless it's missing a candle, unless we're missing a candle. Does Webull show the same? You said Webull shows the same thing too? Dang, I don't even know how to. I haven't opened Robinhood in so long. Okay. Okay, 548. Interesting. And the candle closes at 548. Okay, all right. Well, I don't know what I'm seeing then. I don't know why my chart is not displaying correctly. So then that changes things, actually. No, it doesn't change anything. Forget about it. I'm not even going to be aggressive on this today. I think we see an inside day. I really do. We'll go long at 548 and we'll just rock with that. It's the top side of the gap. Apparently it's the actual previous day's closing price, even though my chart doesn't display that. But all the data is pointing to that. So we'll go long at 548, short below 525, and we'll run with that. Now this makes me question, is everything else on the previous day's closing price wrong? I don't know. Number 2 is AMD. The analysis here, very simple. So it's going to get real repetitive. We're going to see this same formation and we're going to approach it the same way every time. The long trigger is going to be placed at the previous day's close on everything that has ran and gapped down. So for AMD, it's going to be a long above 97. Long above 97. We're looking for the break of the downtrend trend line and we're looking for the continuation run from yesterday. Will we get it? I don't know. But that's how we have to approach it. The short level is going to be placed at $89. I think you can probably see why. Resistance, 3 points of resistance there. Should validate as support here. This gives us plenty of room for this to flex and pull back a little further without us getting faked out. I like it. AMD long above 97, short below 89. Google, same thing. Long idea above $159. I actually like the setup on Google. It's up there with being one of my favorite setups of the day, even though I know a lot of stocks are looking very similar. I like the setup on Google because it's not so far away from 159. I mean, everything is pretty much gapped down or pulled back this morning, but Google's not, it doesn't feel like it's, 15, 10, 7, 8% away from the level that we actually want to take it long at. We're like $3 away from that price point. I mean, it is still 2% away, but we do expect to see increased volatility from yesterday's price action. I'm not placing a long level on Google, and here's why. I see the resistance there at 152. Yes, we could probably go short at 152, but my concern is the whole number at 150 is also a valid point of support, and I don't really feel like taking it short at 150. It just feels too far away. Short at 152 doesn't give us enough profit margin, I don't feel, down to 150, so I just leave the short level off on Google today. Long idea above 159, and that's it. Tesla, next one on the watch list is going to be a long idea above 273. So same thing, looking for the break of the previous day's close, looking for the break of the downtrend trend line, and looking for the red to green move on the reclaim of the PDC, right? It's getting really repetitive. You're starting to see a pattern here, I'm sure. This one, I do like the short level placed at 250 for a couple of reasons. 250, whole number, natural point of support and resistance. In addition, you see that we have resistance at 250 there and there. Therefore, the past 2 trading days, if 250 doesn't hold as a point of support, old resistance should become new support. If it doesn't hold as new support, we're probably looking at a move down to about 240. It could very well happen. So Tesla, long idea above 273, short idea below $250. I got 3 more for you. PLTR, this one does kind of feel like the Google setup, but it's a cheaper stock, so the percentage points, it's a little further away. It's about a 4% move up to the previous day's closing price, but it doesn't look like it's far off from that PDC, just generally speaking. So the next three are going to be side charts. We're only looking for one thing each, and that's going to be the continuation move higher. PLTR, long idea above 92. I know this watch list review is very cut and dry, but sometimes the simpler the trading plan, the better. NVIDIA, long idea above 115. Same exact thing. Looking for the break of the downtrend trend line and the run higher and the break of the previous day's closing price. Last one, Apple, long idea above 200. This kind of feels like a Hail Mary type of trade because it's about $10 away from 200 right now. Notice I'm not going long at 198 or 199 where the previous day's closing price is. It's long above 200 for a couple of reasons. Number one, there's a gap above 200 up to about 201. It's not very significant, but it is there. That will act as a natural point of resistance. In addition, your whole number at 200 also will likely act as a natural point of resistance. I don't know that this is good. This is like very unlikely to be in play today. I don't feel that this is going to be in play today, but I liked adding Apple. I like the idea of adding Apple on the list because it has been one of the stocks that has been hit the hardest by this tariff news. And if this pause on the tariff trade war thing is something that is going to sustain or lead to some kind of deal, I feel like because Apple's been hit the hardest, it also could be one of the ones that has the strongest recovery. Does that make sense? So even though the stock is trading at about $10 away from the level that I'm putting on the watch list, I do feel that it's worth the watch. I'm going to go ahead and set alerts above 199 above the PDC to remind me that this is moving topside. This isn't up there with my top pick of the day. It's a total back burner name, total Hail Mary trade idea. But if it gets some momentum behind it, it may be worth the watch. All right, as far as my overnight swing position, I took a short position on SPY over here, very close to the end of day. I got one of the best entries that you could possibly get on a short position going into today. Now, my contracts are way out of the money, and they do expire today. At the open, hopefully, Theta hasn't burned so much premium that those contracts are down still, even though we have a pullback. Yesterday, when SPY was trading at this price point at 530, those contracts were worth, I want to say, triple what I bought them for. I think they were worth, I purchased at 30 cents. The contracts at this time yesterday, 1500, I believe we're trading close to $1. So we should be looking at, depending on where this opens at, we should be looking at 50 to 100% return, maybe, I'm thinking. We'll see. We'll see how much. They probably had really high implied volatility because of the move yesterday, but we will see what they bring. My plan on those put contract, I only purchased one. So my plan on the put contract is to probably just take the profits right at the open. I don't really want to hold the same day expiration contracts too long. Plus, if we get any sort of pop move at the open from a gap down, those contracts are going to they're going to drop quick. So I'm looking to make, I think, 50 to 100%. I'll probably set a sell target at 100% initially, just to see if we can make a $30 profit off of it. But if they look like they're going to open higher, then I might look for more. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll walk you through that. That was a total gamble, if you will, but it was, I feel, a warranted gamble given yesterday's move. I mean, you saw what Dingo posted. This was the second largest move in history. Surely something like this doesn't sustain the entire move overnight. But it's not far off. It's not far off from where it closed. So it did a pretty good job of holding. You expect to see some sort of pullback, though. So I'm just hoping that those contracts are going to be worth something a little more than what we purchased yesterday. We will see at the open. Okay. Very straightforward watch list. We're just looking for the continuation. Today we are trading live. So if you'd like to attend the live trading, join me in the arena. So scroll down, bottom left-hand side of the Discord server. Scroll down, you're going to see a channel called Voice Channels, the Arena. That is where we will conduct the live trading. By the way, let me show you this. I made an agreement with you all that we would be trading live tomorrow if I got 10 reviews on WAP. This was from 2 weeks ago. We are out now at 7 reviews. I get a message from WAP every time that a new review is published, and I've been counting. So from I believe it was the 26th or 28th. I don't remember which one, but we can go back and look. But 7 have come through since then. So if we get 3 more reviews today before tomorrow's market open, I will trade live with everybody on Friday. It's not mandatory that you write a review, obviously, but I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. And to everybody that has left a review so far, thank you. Honestly, it means a lot. And I'm genuinely speaking from the heart here. I can talk about how amazing this Discord server is and the community that we have built is and how great our strategy and system is and how much I care about people. I can say all of that to anybody that wants to join. But it's always going to feel like it has a bias coming from me because I am the one that owns the server. But when you write reviews and other people see your reviews and your testimonials about what it is that we do here, it holds so much more weight. And it helps people decide if they actually want to be a part of this team or not. It helps people decide if the money that they're going to invest into themselves is going to be worth the learning experience that they get here. So I appreciate you writing your reviews because it helps the Discord out. It helps me out. I'm brand new on WAP. I don't have a lot of reviews there, and I am trying to build a good reputation for us. So just thank you. Thank you. Genuinely, thank you so much. 3 more reviews, and we will trade live tomorrow. If not, maybe I'll just push it to next week. Maybe I say if we get 3 more reviews by next Friday, maybe we just keep pushing it until we get 10. And every 10 reviews, we'll trade live on a Friday. We could potentially do something like that. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to end the stream here. I'll get the watch list posted for you. It's 9:10. And then I'll see you over in the Discord server for the live trading I'll be there in about 10 to 15 minutes. All right. Hope the reviews helped. Just looking for the continuation today. Be careful in this market. This thing's been absolutely crazy. Cheers, and we'll see you over in the Discord server. Take care.